Ah!
Oh, oh.
I'm so irritated.
Why?
Because I can't see myself.
Really?
Yeah. I'm so excited. I was just so irritated. Now I'm talking about I'm excited.
You see, I put the curve for the
Girls, for the girls.
Oh, we just look cute. Oh, it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh my God.
I didn't have too many shots. How many drinks would it take you to live with me?
Oh my gosh.
Okay, I got it. I ain't gonna lie, every time I take a drink or something, I always it in my stomach and it be like pre-bubble guts. Like, you know you're gonna have to pay for this later, right?
Yeah, you right, I got my guy, but I can't help it, I want you. I can't stop and look the other way.
Guys, welcome back to the Drea and Loe show. Is your co-host
Drea
and Loe.
If you're new here, please don't forget to like, comment, or subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you'll know when we'll be uploading new content.
Okay, so today we're going to be discussing toxic masculinity, and we're also going to have a Q&A within the video. If you looked at the title, that's what we're going to be discussing today.
Get to know me.
Yeah, y'all really not finna get in our business like that at the end of this video, but
We'll give you a little bit of something.
it's going to be a little bit of something. So we were doing some of our own like research on like the meaning of toxic masculinity, and did you wanna?
So far, what I had came up with from researching just a regular Google search. So most times toxic masculinity streams from childhood trauma. Many childhood factors put an individual at greater risk of displaying unhealthy masculine traits, which can include violence or trauma at home, dysfunctional family dynamics, lack of mental health treatment, social rejection, or being taught perhaps behavior surrounding male dominance and violence. Does that ring any bells for you? I'm so serious.
Although, like,
Perhaps you're a guy. Look in the mirror. Tell me, do you see anything?
yeah, because I feel like, well, on the surface, what toxic masculinity is when people is like overly masculine because they're either insecure about who they are as a man or a young man, or I don't know, they never like had a man in their life to teach them what a man is.
All toxic masculinity in my eyes streams from a man really needing his ego stroked or him trying to feed his ego.
Yeah.
Because if you really think about it, like a dude being abusive, whether it's verbally or if it's physically, what exactly are you getting out of that by being abusive? Obviously you're hurting your person or whoever that you're talking to, but you physically, obviously, you hurting them physically, but verbally, you hurting their feelings or whatever. But what exactly are you getting from that? Besides you feeling like you the man. Oh, I just treated the fuck out this bitch. Or I just whooped this bitch ass.
I feel like in some cases, like you said, it comes from childhood trauma. Maybe they grew up where their dad probably was disrespecting their mom all the time, so it's just normal for them to think that way. It's probably not even I'm trying to establish my power. That's just that's what they're used to. That's the normal for them. That's how they think relationships are supposed to operate. So it's like hard to kind of, I ain't gonna say it's not hard, because if you abusing somebody, it's still wrong, because you still have your own mind and you have the right to be able to say like, that's not right. I don't like my dad putting his hands on my mom.
Right.
That don't mean I'm gonna want to put my hands on my future wife. That's like,
but a lot of dudes, they might look at it like, I don't want my dad to put his hands on my mom. But at the same time, a dude getting older, he not thinking about what his dad did to his mom. Like, even, that might be possible, like flashbacks. But in all actuality, the only thing that he's thinking about, like, at that pure moment is what you're trying to prove a point. But what point exactly are you trying to prove? What do you think? Like, where do you think that, what, by you doing this, where's this going? Like, it's not making the situation better for your significant other because it's causing them distress, whether it's emotional distress or physical distress. And then you, at the same time, what is it giving you? A ego stroke? A pat on the back? You feel like you the man because you didn't belittle somebody physically or verbally?
That's what their brain is conditioned to think that's okay. I haven't really I haven't experienced that, but so I can't really, I don't know. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you,
I don't know.
I have a lot of experience in those parts. These niggas is done. Like, for real. These niggas, I swear to God, I really just think, like, men now, let me not say men, because most of the people that I feel like I've been dating are not men. They're little boys. Now, in the instance of, like, I see how I try to, like, me being in a relationship or talking to somebody or messing with somebody, me trying to, you know, have a conversation with them, telling them, you know, the things that I dislike that they do to make me feel a certain way, but also at the same time trying to make sure that I'm not, you know, coming off extremely aggressive or mean or rude, because I really want to get my point across. I want you to know that this is really bothering me, and the only thing that this is coming as a whole from all the dudes that I done dated. The only thing that you getting out of the situation is that basically you're getting upset because I start acting a certain way. I'm reacting to the way that you treat me. So I've literally heard out of one of my ex's mouths, you cannot do what I do. You should only do as I say. I was older than this nigga at that too. Like, are you serious? Are you serious? At this point, you giving me the vibes like you want to be a father. Like, you trying to tell me what I should and should not do. And then not only that, I always put on the table, okay, so if that's how you feel, I'm hearing you. I'm not gonna say, okay, you shouldn't feel that way, because even though I feel that way, you can feel however you want to feel. You're a human being. Everybody got different feelings. I can't tell you what to do and what you should not do. However, if the roles were reversed, would you allow anything that you do to me or the way that you treat me? Would you allow me to do that to you? Would you still be here? Would you still be talking to yourself if you were me?
So yeah,
and he told me no.
It is with some people.
I swear I think it's an ego thing.
But also,
and childhood.
But also, right, it's both of the two. It's both of the two. But like, I just feel like, because do you feel like we accept toxic masculinity?
I feel like a lot of us do, because childhood trauma. We watched our parents do that. I watched my mom accept things that she shouldn't accept. I watched my grandmother accept things that she shouldn't accept from a man. Like, I watched other females in my family go through things with their husbands or their boyfriends that they shouldn't have accepted from them, and they stayed. So I feel like, growing up as an adult now, obviously I don't agree with them doing that, because I understand how that feels. So I mean, I understand what it feel like to be in a position where you stagnate and you go along with everything that the dude is doing. But at the same time, now me being a woman actually being a woman and knowing what I want and what I deserve and how to, like, have boundaries and be fair with your significant other and treat them as your equal, not as somebody who's above, that's your superior, or somebody that's beneath you. I feel like that I understand both sides, but now, me being older, I definitely, absolutely not. If you can't bring to the table what I'm bringing to the table, and I'm not even talking about, like, you know, money and stuff, but I'm saying, like, a reciprocation of energy. If I'm loving and nurturing you, and I'm watering you so you can grow, I expect to get the same thing out of you. And then not only that, all I ask is that you be faithful and return the same energy in return. I feel like that's a fair trade. That's not asking for a lot. So when now, after years of being able to date or whatever, and having my, my fair share, well, my little amounts of relationships that I've had, that I understand that it's okay for you to walk away. Like, if somebody not treating you right, don't program it into your mind like, you know what, it's a possibility that he could change. Or maybe don't accept that toxic masculinity to, weigh you down. Because I feel like after a while, you start changing as a person because you accepting so much negative stuff into your life that you shouldn't even be allowing. So now you starting to feel more down. You not acting like how you used to act. You don't find the excitement in things you used to do anymore. And a lot of women be feeling like they losing themselves or they be depressed and stuff when they be in these relationships. And it really be because your partner is the person who's weighing you down. Like, the reason why you feel the way you feel is because you're dealing with somebody who they don't bring the same vibrations that you bring.
Right.
So at that point, once you realize that, it's like, yeah, I love this person, but who do I love more? Me or do I love this person?
And that's where it gets toxic, because you shouldn't have to be put in a position where you have to choose yourself or your significant other. Like, that's just backwards. And your significant other should never make you want to feel like you have to choose yourself. You should always choose yourself.
But that's hard when you've never really witnessed anybody choose themselves.
Right. I know. That's why, like, for me, I got a little bit different of an experience. Like, growing up watching my mama, like, my mom didn't take no shit from nobody. And my mom was very independent and, like, headstrong on her own path.
Your mom was a hustler for sure.
Like,
she had tunnel vision.
Right. Like, and she, like, did what she had to do for herself all the time. Like, I've never, ever seen my mama be in no situation where she's, like, putting a significant other before herself. Right. Ever. She'll move on. And I don't know. Like, it's just different. I don't know. And watching that, I feel like that made me have a certain mentality, like, and also losing her, it's like easy for me to walk away because I'm not going to sit here and accept something that I can't change. I can't make nobody change for me.
Well, then, unfortunately, I didn't have that privilege. I had a very emotional parent who allowed
my mom was
a lot of
Capricorn.
Stuff.
Her mom was a Cancer, like I am. So yeah,
but however, I'm not. Me and my mom really are a lot alike. Like, now that I look back, well, me now, no, I'm not. But looking back on how I used to be, as far as like my relationships, like, what do they call it? I'm definitely a romantic, but like, what do they call it? It's a specific word. I don't know what to call it. Not a loveless romantic, but a hopeless romantic. Yes. I feel like that's what I was initially. I was always looking for love from the wrong people, and I always got the signs, but I never accepted the signs for what they were. I was always giving somebody the benefit of the doubt and always thinking like, you know what, this could get better. He might just be going through something right now. Things will change. Things will get better. Eventually, he'll appreciate me and understand who I am and that me and him are meant to be together. And I feel like in every relationship that I've been in, I've always had that mindset originally. But after things started happening and you start going through years of BS with somebody, you start having a mindset where it's like, are things really going to change? Like, and then after doing this so many times in multiple relationships, you like,
realize they not.
Do you really want to do this? Mm-hmm. Like, do you really want to keep being in a relationship for years at a time and then noticing, you dealt with this bullshit for so many years. Now it's like, I want to move on. You move into another relationship and you go through the same amount of years of bullshit and you're like, now I want to move on. why are you waiting so long? Why are you wasting your time so much? And it's crazy how much love will drive you to stay with a person. You being a hopeless romantic and you just feeling like, you know, love overpowers everything.
So what
you can get there.
So what did you feel like was a source of like masculinity? Like, was your dad a good source of masculinity for you to look at?
My dad is the definition of toxic masculinity. I'm not gonna lie. I love my dad to death, and I feel like that's probably why I act the way I act with men, like as far as how I look at relationships now, because my dad is the same person that told me that niggas is like dogs. If the dog shouldn't piss in the wrong place, take it back to the pound and go get another one. Exactly. I'm not gonna go into detail about my dad and his relationship, but my dad has always been the type to keep a pin on a spell. So I feel like I've always looked at men as it's always a nigga always gonna try to have options, or he is always gonna be options around or something, or he always gonna be talking to somebody, but it's always gonna be that specific one person who he just can't live without. And I'm not gonna lie, that person was my mama. At all his little whatever you want to call it, he was obsessed with her. To this day, that man is still obsessed with her, and it's sad to say that, like, the love of his life has passed away, and it's like, I fucked up.
Yeah, my dad bring that up to me from time to time about how how much he missed her.
Right.
They were actually like best friends. Like, my mom and dad would kick it, like really kick it. My mama was so cool. Like, she was the coolest person ever. As far as my dad, like, my dad was, I mean, he a man, and my dad ain't married. He had one relationship, like, in his adult life.
He don't do relationships,
right? My dad, like, I mean, he's a man, so that's none of my business. But as far as like what he would show me in his relationships, he never like was like overly dominant to my mom or my brother's mom. Like, you know, people argue, but I never seen him like just disrespect a woman in front of me unless they disrespected like somebody in our family or something. Then he do not care at all. I don't ever see my dad do nothing crazy. My dad actually told me, like, when I was young, like when I had first started my period, I had told him, like, I wish I was a boy. He was like, why? I was like, cause I'm on my period, like, this stuff. And he was like, Kira, you do not want to be no boy. Boys is dumb as hell. Women rule the world. I was like, you right. We are.
Nobody.
We are.
I ain't gonna lie.
And the fact that we allow men to make us feel like they're the dominant ones is what kills me. Right. As if they're the ones who have a choice.
They are basically like, I ain't gonna lie, like, in a sense, they're God, and they're the one who could tell us if we're worthy or not.
I don't understand, like, because I never seen that. My grandmother, my grandfather, and my grandma say something like, yeah, my granddaddy provides. This is how it is. Men and women, this is what I see from my perspective. The man, my grandfather, because that's the only married couple I can reference. My grandfather, he provides.
All the family members are all married.
Yeah, but my grandfather, he's the provider. He making sure everything is taken care of in the house, his food, blah, 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 blah. My grandma gonna make sure everybody eat. She gonna make sure everybody, you know, doing what they need to do. Right.
The womanly duties.
They both worked, though. My grandmother worked until she retired. My grandfather worked until he was retired. But it was never a thing where my grandfather, like I said, established dominance over her. Because if my grandma say, I don't want to do this, my granddaddy like, all right, Ree, okay, I ain't even trying to argue with you. It ain't never, I'm going to put my foot down. Something like,
my daddy is sort of like a dominant man, but at the same time, he was dominant, but at the same time, it was like he always let my mama do her thing. Like, you my woman, and by you having the power to make everybody turn their head and look at you. Like, I can't knock you for that. That's the person that you are, and I love you for that. That's one thing I can't say my father, like, he wasn't dominant over, like, you should wear this, da-da-da-da. He was not that. So I don't know how I've ever ended up in a relationship like that. I don't. I'm not gonna lie. And my mama always been the type, even if a dude was doing her wrong and she was a hopeless romantic, at the end of the day, that lady did whatever the fuck she wanted to do. No matter what anybody said. She ain't care. Like, and then it's like my granny, like, she's very like judgmental. My mama didn't give a fuck about
every elder.
Whatever floated her boat is what she was on. Wherever the wind took her is what she was doing. Now that, I'm not gonna lie, I'm now just starting to get into that type of lifestyle where I feel like I feel like in my mind that it's okay to be submissive to your man, but I feel like it's still boundaries to how submissive you should be to him.
By submissive, what do you mean when you say
when
submissive?
When I say submissive is like sort of being like, you know, softer, like when he suggests certain things, you know, you sort of listen. I'm saying
more
like
reluctant to
like
what he
it's
says.
more right, like it's more of a listening, like at that point, because of the relationship that you and your man have and the way that he makes you feel, you have more of a listening ear. You're willing to hear what he has to say. And sometimes you take heed to it because you might incorporate it into whatever, and sometimes you may not. However, at the same time,
being submissive also include like, okay, you're entrusting him to take care of you. Is that being submissive? Like,
a little bit, yeah. In a way, yes, it is, because you allowing a man, something who's not your blood, to do for you. So in a way, it's like, yeah. But at the same time, so let that, like you said, in a way, Auntie Marie is submissive to, you know, Uncle Nick or whatever, because, you know, he is the man of the house. He's always did for everybody that lives in that house. So by nature, it's, you know, you are submissive to your man, but she never lost herself in being submissive to her man.
Right.
That's the thing.
Right.
I feel like I've lost myself in being submissive because, like, I always wanted to try to make sure a motherfucker was always happy with me at all times. And after a while of that, I was starting to become unhappy with myself, because it's like, you trying to be extremely submissive and you're not getting what you want out of this relationship. That's not fair.
They just sucking all the energy out of you. They're jewels. Jewels.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna cry today.
Oh my gosh. The fucking finale of Euphoria.
I'm obsessed with this show. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna cry.
I love that. Let's talk about it with Nate and Maddie.
I've been in some of the most toxic relationships, and I definitely understand Maddie's pain.
Nate is definitely a prime example of toxic masculinity,
and
that stems from his childhood trauma. And it stems from his childhood trauma. Witnessing his father on the low traumatized him in ways that we still learning. We still don't know. I'm still wondering what is really going on. Is he bisexual? Is he straight? Just gay?
I believe that he's bisexual for sure. That's all.
That's a whole other story. But he's definitely a prime example of toxic masculinity, and he's taking it out on Maddie and Cassie.
I mean, Summer Walker said, "I'm a child of God, so I cannot be touched," and that's exactly how I feel. I'm so serious. Like, I now, thank you, God. I now know at 22 years old my worth. Finally. Thank you. Thank you for that knowledge. Thank you.
I'm dead.
We were waiting. Thank you. However, at the same time, I'm glad that I know who I am. So I don't need a guy to validate the type of woman I am, my beauty, none of that, because I wake up every morning. This may sound conceited. I wake up every morning. I look in the mirror. I smile at myself. I look at myself, all features cruddy eyed and all, and I remind myself, I like this about me. I like that I have full lips. I like that I got this. I like that I got that. Not only that, but I also make myself recognize that I like my qualities that aren't tangible. Like, I'm smart as hell. I'm very compassionate about the people that I care about. I have a really big heart. Like, I like that about me. I really do feel like I got a heart of gold. And it's not many people out here who got a heart of gold or a spirit like me. The way how I move, the way how I hustle. I love that about me. That's something that turned me on about myself. I love that about me. Ain't no dude could ever take that away from me. Regardless of what you say to me, what you do to me, and me, you in a relationship, you cheat on me. It don't make a difference, because at the end of the day, you don't determine nor diminish or give me more value to who I am. But just because you're a man, no. Not who are you? Nigga, you was not God.
Is you have that feeling within yourself, like, I know that I'm beautiful, I know that I'm worthy, and not even just the exterior of who you are. I know that I have a good heart. I know that at the end of the day, if none of these niggas want me, I love myself. I could care less about what any,
and I'm not gonna lie,
any boy, not even a boy. I could care what any friend.
Do you know how many more people want you?
Not even that. Like, I don't care what any boy, any friend, any family member has to say about me. As long as I'm content with who I am.
Oh, bro.
And I learned that, like, when I dropped out of school,
it's crazy when you go through the bad shit. Is when you notice the good shit.
When you notice it, it's like I felt so empowered, because I really felt peace and stillness within myself, because I was happy again. I was happy with myself. I always had a clear vision of who I wanted to be at the end.
Didn't know,
but I wasn't really, I couldn't be present, because I really was thinking about past things that I went through that happened to me, but it just keep going on. Like it's nothing I'm gonna be able to do about what I experienced. It's gonna happen forever. When I have kids, I'm gonna have to experience the same feeling. When I get married, same feeling.
Right.
All is gonna happen when I have grandkids, same feeling over and over again. There's nothing I can do about it, but I just have to learn how to be content. And I'm not saying I'm completely content, but
we are
very
emotional
happy.
roller coasters. Let's not say that.
I was just so irritated at the beginning of this video.
Right. I ain't gonna lie. The last couple of days, I've been waking up happy as fuck.
Yeah, I ain't been feeling glorious Friday morning before yoga, honey.
Bro, me too. Me and my friend,
glorious.
We was texting each other. I'm like, gee, today is a good day. I don't know what's going on, but baby, I'm feeling good. I don't know about you. I don't know.
Great.
Man.
I'm feeling good. Just with my, I feel happy. I look in my mirrors. I be feeling good.
Yes.
I got all my, storyboards for, my ideas for movie scripts on my mirrors that I've been keeping on there for months now. And I just be looking at it, waking up oh, my gosh.
Girl, you know.
I be looking at myself oh, you're so beautiful. This is a fucking good life.
Yes, I wake up and I roll
Play some Janae.
Oh, dead, no. I wake up and I roll over and I be like, I used to be up, sort of hurt when, my ex, I used to wake up and my ex wasn't sleeping next to me. Girl, I wake up now so fucking happy. Bitch, and what be on the side of me is a bag of chips, probably a bottle of tequila or something. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. But I wake up so fucking happy. I don't wake up extremely tired no more. I wake up real rested every fucking day. I don't feel like it's a weight on my fucking shoulders. I feel fucking good. I'm happy and content, and I'm fucking single. Round of applause for you, because there's not many people who can do what I'm doing. Yes, no nigga, no nothing. I'm content in the skin that I'm in.
And I feel like once you allowed a person into your daily life, and then they're not there anymore, it's kind of awkward. It's gonna be an awkward transition. But the thing is, it's okay to have talk to somebody, but don't depend on that person talking to you every day. Don't expect it. That's another thing. When I'm thinking about any boy now, I'm really not thinking about no boy. But my mentality about it is bro, I'm not trying to like nobody. I just want to have fun, kick it.
Right.
I'm establishing what I want and don't want ahead of time.
Not even that. Not even
in my
that.
mind.
Well,
though.
yeah.
I'm setting intentions. A lot of times, my intentions is just to be with the person. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not really saying like, oh, if this happened.
But I'm not saying it no more. I'm not saying it.
I'm setting intentions for everything. Bro,
I'm gonna be happy.
Do nothing without intentions.
I'm not gonna be doubting nothing. Like I'm gonna be extremely content in the relationship that I'm in, and I'm not gonna have nothing to worry about at all whatsoever. That I'm speaking it into existence because I know that it's coming eventually. I don't want it right now because I need my alone time. I actually do need, like, I feel like I still need a little bit more space to grow, whatever. However, if I do happen to fall in love in the process,
make sure that you're in love with yourself first, and they're secondary to your
I ain't
happiness.
gonna lie, I'm very in love with myself now. But I'm saying,
don't let nobody come in and disrupt it and make it feel like you have to.
Right. Because
don't even make y'all don't have to be equal. It can be 60-40.
I'm not even worried about that. That's how I see it.
But in the meantime, I am focused on college, baby. Being
this money,
get into this podcast, that is secondary
this money
to whatever we got going on. But the overall, right, money's the motive. Strive for your success, strive for your passion. At the end of the day, men are really secondary to women.
You could look your bummiest, baby, and there's still gonna be a nigga somewhere to you. So at this point, that should tell
women hold power.
These niggas come and go. It don't matter. Whatever situation you in, a nigga gonna always be there. So don't be pressed about not one. Not one.
If ain't nobody told you, if your mama ain't told you, if your daddy ain't told you, because my daddy told me this a long time ago, baby, women hold the power in this universe.
Pussy's power.
We make the world go round, literally. We birth literally do. The world. We have a reproductive system.
You wouldn't be here if it was not for me. Period.
And that's just, period.
That's just that on that. And I said what I said. Fight your mama.
Well, don't do that.
Fight your mama.
We just told them.
No, not seriously, but I'm saying. Fight your mama. You mad because I said that? You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for her. Fight your mama.
And if any man or male disagrees with that, you're the toxic masculine man.
If you feel like
you're that representation of toxic masculinity, that's you.
You're an idiot. If you really feel like I can't do, that's the one thing I just want to put out here. If any man on this earth ever feels like a woman cannot do what they do, as far as you think you can have a bunch of hoes, oh baby, I could have 1 million. Anything you could do, I could do better.
Facts.
I'm up there. I'm so serious. Like, and the thing about you niggas is y'all be having to fuck these bitches sometimes to get what y'all want. Y'all want a bitch to trick off on y'all gotta give us some dick, eat us some da. When your energy different and you ain't even gotta put sex into the mix, baby, I'm telling you, anything you could do, I could do better. Like, I'm telling you, ladies, tap into your energy and understand who y'all really is. I swear to God, will you finally realize who you is, what's his name ain't gonna make no difference. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Not to really piggyback. I mean, I get what your dad's saying. Like, men, you can discard them like tissue paper. It's so much. It's like,
no, you really can. That's the best analogy I ever heard in my life.
You can discard them like tissue paper.
Always keep a pair in a spare.
Flushing down the toilet, honestly, like. You can get another roll of tissue. Not to say that y'all don't hold value.
Just disposable, but
I'm
saying
y'all not trash. Y'all can't just be flushed down toilets. But when you
act a certain way, you're trash, baby.
Right.
Toxic masculinity is trash, regardless of how you look at it. It's trash. Mm-hmm. So you are being flushed down the toilet. I'm not gonna boost your ego on. It's the truth. You're trash.
And it shows in your energy. And the true way to really keep a girl is to get rid of all that toxic masculinity. We live in an era where it's trendy for your boyfriend to be toxic with you. Like, that word is used so much now. so much. That word is used so.
And then I believe
much.
it's used in the wrong way. Like, y'all try to make it seem like a great relationship has to have some type of toxicity going on in it.
No.
That's not true at all. At all. You can actually be happy in your relationship. Like, Euphoria, Kat. Ethan was great. Baby, what are you doing?
She wasn't happy with herself.
But I'm saying, though, like, you tried to make it seem like he was doing everything wrong. It was something,
but
right.
It was her.
That was a person.
She wasn't
exactly.
happy
It was
with
something
herself.
wrong with her.
It all stems from yourself.
That's all I'm saying.
So
I'm not
just
the problem here.
do like just at the end of the day, stop being toxic out here in these streets, okay? Be good men, okay?
Ladies, find yourself. Be happy.
And that's just that.
Be happy alone first, and I promise you, you'll find the person you've been looking for. That's all I'm saying.
But now we're finna dig into the Q&A. Y'all asked us some questions, child. We finna see what y'all asses with your nosy asses.
Done with that. Tell me how a grown man so childish. I'm loyal, baby.
I guess I'm a hoe.
A list of questions for the Q&A. Ready? Kaylin is going to list off some of the questions that you guys have. And
I'm going to read them as is, just so y'all can hear how y'all type sometimes.
okay. I'm going to put the questions on the screen.
Yeah, we're going to put the box up there. So the first question is, who old are y'all? Well, we are 22 years old. Well, I'm 22. Sorry, I had to scratch my nose.
You said we?
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I know.
She's 22 and I'm 18. I was about to say 17. Oh my God.
Who's the mean one out of y'all?
I wouldn't say that there's a mean one or whatever, because you're not mean to me. But to other people, she's a mean one. I don't say anything. I'm really quiet. People think that I'm mean because I have like a what do you call it?
Resting bitch face.
Yeah, a resting bitch face. That's what everyone tells me. Everyone that has met me, they assume that I got an attitude, or like I just don't want to be bothered with them because of my face. I mean, sometimes that may be the case, but a lot of the times it don't be. I really just be just looking at your ass. But when people really get to know me, they be like, "Oh, you're really cool." I'm really cool.
Don't nobody think that I'm mean once they get to know. Well,
right. That's
no,
just people's initial
They just think that I'm mean because usually when they seeing me, they like hear me talking shit, or like they might see me say some shit on social media or something, but I don't really post.
That's their initial impression of you.
I'm cool as hell. That's not a question, it's a statement. Y'all cute. Thanks.
Thank you.
It says, what's the worst thing a guy ever done to you in a relationship?
Do you want to go first?
I'm gonna give y'all my top 3.
Not top 3.
I'm gonna give y'all 4. One out of each relationship. First one. He was cheating on me with a bitch with the same name as me. That's 1. 2, abusive relationship. 3, I went out of town and he sent me a picture of him and another bitch in the bed together. 4, he cheated on me with my right after my mom passed away. It's fucked up, right? I know.
For me to say, oh, the worst thing, but I guess I got cheated on. It wasn't. Yeah, I guess. And I really don't even count that because I was like, what, all of 15, 16? I haven't.
Right, I started from 15. I started from the age 15, 16.
Oh,
that was my top 4.
Oh, well, yeah, the basics. I got cheated on.
Where y'all from?
Where are we from?
Yes.
Chicago.
Yes. You single? Yes. Very.
Mm-hmm.
Who's your favorite artist?
Give 3.
I like they songs.
Give 3, because I got 3. Everybody knows who my 3 are.
We definitely know Summer Walker's up there for me.
Definitely.
That probably is my favorite artist because I can't really think of nobody who like I will listen to like all the time. Like none of her like her music will always be timeless to me.
Oh my god, I was looking at my plays, iTunes or whatever, and bro, guess how many times I listened to What You Heard by Sonder? 347 times. So that means I didn't listen to that shit every day consecutively for almost a year.
What next question. What's y'all days? November 4th.
My birthday is July 17th.
Big Scorpio.
Cancer energy.
Favorite childhood memory.
Favorite childhood memory. Together or separately?
I guess we together. I don't know.
Together, a favorite. I wouldn't say childhood specific
I don't have any
memories.
favorite childhood memories.
But we got memories together within the past year.
We are.
When we did a particular substance.
Yeah.
That was not marijuana.
He was
Okay, so we gonna tell
in
that.
the living room, and I was like, I feel like, cause I was doing just staring at each other.
Oh,
and smiling at each
I
other.
thought you was talking about when time, but we went to the bowling alley. I thought that's what you was gonna say. That was wild. That was a wild night. I ain't gonna lie. That was a strange night. When we was high, and
off for that.
yeah, we was high,
And we went to the bowling alley?
yes, we was trying to go to a bowling alley, and you was trying to link up with dude. He followed us to the bowling alley. When we came in, it was nothing but white people, and then a white person comes past with like a MAGA hat, or he had like a flag or something,
a Confederate flag or something. And me and Kiara looked at each other like,
no. The black dude comes in as we walking out, and he literally drops his, like, the only black person comes in, drops his ball. All the white people like, oh, I'm gonna help you. I'm like, what the fuck? Are we in a Jordan Peele movie right now? We was high. I was like, bro.
We started, bro.
We ran out that motherfucker so cool.
Yes, me and Kiara, bro. You would have swore it was a movie. Like we looked smack dead at each other. Like,
no, jeez. That was so weird, but that was so fun. Yeah. That was a good night. I could put the clip in when you was tripping and you
when I started rapping.
Right.
Call the single Signalese. Break my knees. Need a nigga who don't speak broken knees.
I'm gonna put that in here. That shit was hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And say who's taller. She say it all the time.
Me. I'm 5'7" like 5'6", 5'7".
I'm 5'3" and a half, 5'4".
Motherfuckers always want to add the and a half when they're shorter than 5'3". When they're 5'3" or shorter.
Look, I'm 5'3" and a half. Cause I'm taller than 5'3", so we gonna say what it is. So I was happy that we got this question, cause it sort of like go along with the topic of the week. So it says, do y'all believe in dating, like literally just going on dates and vibing with people?
Yes, that's the type of time I'm on. Like you, like casually.
It didn't specify casually,
but dating, it gives dating sounds casual,
right? Yeah.
So yes, I do believe in like just vibing. Like, yeah, that's cool. I like that.
They say y'all gonna start doing other types of videos, or just your podcast?
Yes, we're gonna do other videos. We're gonna do a vlog this week. This week coming up, we're gonna dig more into it at the end after we do the Q&A, but we do have that. Like I said, we're planning a trip soon, more likely April sometime, and yeah, we're gonna do like mukbangs, try to do Q&As and stuff like that, but the main focus is the podcast though.
Right, yeah. The overall show It's the Drea And Loe show.
Right. And we'll probably do those type of content, like that type of content,
Just so
like
y'all
once
can,
a month.
Yeah, just so y'all can like sort of like see us behind the scenes besides just the podcast. But
yeah.
Majority of this will be the Drea And Loe show. Color. Got a lot of favorite colors, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. I think I would say red.
Red?
Yeah.
Yeah, red is a cute color. I like it. It's real bold.
Yeah.
Growing up, I didn't really like red, like
Me
red
either.
nails.
Yeah. But I feel
But
like
it's very
now,
sophisticated.
Right. And I feel like it makes red always makes a statement. You can never go wrong with a nice red dress.
I wore red on my for my graduation dinner. I love it. It's a really bold color. For me, my favorite colors, it's changed over time. I love purple, but now I love brown. I love a pretty shade of brown, which is crazy because my mom's favorite color was brown, and she told me, and when she told me, I was like, brown? What type of fucking color is brown? What type of color is brown?
It's the vibe that.
But now I appreciate it.
Yeah,
it's pretty. It's like
it
earth
really
tone. Yeah, it's very pretty.
And very soft too.
It really is. Like we brown skin.
Yeah. I like that. The melanin. Somebody said face food. I know you mean favorite food, but face food.
Oh wow.
I ain't gonna lie. No, I ain't gonna lie. I think that my favorite food was that recipe I made that Ari made, but I put my own spin on it. Parmesan. It was stuffed chicken breast with spinach, Parmesan cheese, and cream cheese. Then I had some spicy cabbage that had like jalapeno peppers and red bell peppers in there. And I think I made some cornbread and some baked macaroni and cheese. That's the best meal I've ever made in my life, and I swear that meal is a hit. That meal will forever be a hit. That's an all-time favorite, definitely.
My favorite food, I love red beans and rice. I like pasta. I like chicken pasta, fried chicken, a good burger, a nice burger. I love me some oxtail soup. I'm about to eat some today. To be quite honest with you, I love everything. There's nothing that I do not eat. I really do not hold back. Okay? I love me some food.
It says, next question. Where do you want to take a trip to next? As far as like now, up and coming soon, I want us to take our cabin trip, but I really want us to go to Houston.
Yeah. September, or August.
Yeah.
I want to go to LA though for my birthday.
I want to go to Puerto Rico.
I want to go to LA for my birthday. But yeah, Houston. I want to go to New York I don't know when. But definitely a cabin trip.
A cherish one. It say y'all single. He already answered that. But yes, it's him. And then it says y'all bad as hell for real.
Thank you. Okay. So that wraps up today's video.
So we have a little something nice coming up this coming Saturday. We will be having a photo shoot. So we're gonna vlog the photo shoot.
We're gonna vlog it, and we're also gonna like go out to eat, and then we're gonna probably go to an arcade or whatever. Right. So we're gonna vlog our little excursion or whatever. Us getting our hair done, our makeup. Right. Or whatever.
You can sort of see like a day in the life of like doing, I guess you could say preparing for promo, and also in a day in the life of like us just kicking it, having fun.
By the time maybe our next podcast come out, we'll have the pictures by then, right?
Yeah, we'll have the pictures.
So by the time our next podcast air, you'll see our picture. It'll be changed. Our picture won't be the same. It'll be those pictures.
So we'll be able to throw some flicks in there for you guys next podcast.
Yeah. But that wraps up today's episode for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have on your post notifications so that you are notified when we are posted. Bitch. Not bitch.
Sorry to
Bye. See you.